extra oomph. Because not all of it's being channeled. Some of it's flowing.
About
depends how many arrows you put in it.
I'll stop this recording.
Yeah, if you put enough arrows in it, it's not going to be able to charge at all.
I'm tired of losing recordings.
Try to attack ever again.
It's also a massive waste of arrows.
I've lost 2 already.
Yes. Especially if they don't break on impact.
They don't need to.
No, if the arrows break when hitting the scales.
Oh, by the way,
if it's a fire breath attack, it'll burn away the arrow anyway.
Fucking armor to tune it to specific goals.
So you end up just a neck full of holes.
Lorcan, is this your weapon?
Yes. A warhammer.
Great. Let's see. I got my quarterstaff now.
Yeah, you want to?
Do we have wait. Do we have a great sword?
There should be some back here.
Yeah, there's like, isn't this a great sword?
Yeah, I think that's.
Speaking.
Where I'm
that's
stick.
a great sword. That's a great one.
Yeah, that's a regular sword.
Definitely a great sword.
Yeah, that'd be a great sword.
To a stick would be the mace.
Yeah, that'd be a broadsword. The other one in there is a special sword.
They missed out the most basic of weapons.
That'd be a short sword, long sword, great sword.
To be fair, that's closer.
Fly.
Yeah.
And then there are those.
That's closer to a quarterstaff. Hold on a second. There you go.
There's also this.
Quarterstaff.
Yeah,
there's some 2 different
that.
Just hide the blade is all.
Yeah, just put the blade in the floor.
I told you long ago.
I mean, you'll be on the side of the table. No one's going to see the blade, other than right now.
Yeah, but this one is. I actually want to make this in the future.
I mean, you could just use this.
Oh, that would actually be
behind you.
Yeah, do that right behind your head.
Oh, maybe
See how many people you could intimidate with that.
Just wait.
Kick. The enemies behind you are gonna get stabbed. The ones in front are getting their balls hit.
Oh yeah, Kosha.
You shouldn't have done that.
Once everyone's in here, it would probably be wise to lock the
door.
Room. Yeah, just in case of the repeat from last time.
Is a friend's clause.
Okay, we're on.
No,
here.
but I remember
the
like last time.
If we go back there, we'll be able to see who's back there.
Yeah.
Kosha,
no, usually if any of my friends will join, like they'll see I'm busy and fuck off again. Some of them won't.
No, like last time.
Kosha, Kosha, Frank, and me were like playing in an invite plus world, mind you, and 3 randos came in, or 2 randos came in. All
Both
were white
kids.
names to all of us, and we had no fucking idea how they got in.
Because no one joined after
the public world, but we checked it was invite only.
Yeah.
No, they probably used a client to get in.
Yeah.
Well, then that impresses me considering they were little kids.
Yeah, there were new users too, so that may have been it. Okay, so where we left off, the Tiefling was, of course, looking through their books, all the spell books, monster manuals, all that.
Mm-hmm.
The Dragonborn and the Fighter were about to start practicing smithing. I think Lorcan was going to go help look through one of the books.
Yeah.
No, I asked her to have me look through.
Help translate one of your books, which they were able to translate quite a bit of it. That it was the right book for what you're looking for.
Yes, but it needs more translation.
Ow.
Yeah. I forget what Ace was going to do.
Turn that off.
I was shopping. I did my purchase.
Oh yeah, for the better quarter.
Yeah, because I traded my 2 smaller weapons for the quarterstaff. Yeah. I think that was about it, really.
Yeah. Also, I
decided my 2 styling weapons were the wrong choice.
Yeah. But I don't know if you've heard, but Lorcan was almost killed by a residential fighter at the very beginning of the fucking campaign.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you randomly attack locals.
You know, you're giving us immigrants a very bad name.
100%.
We were sparring, and that motherfucker
it was just a
pulled
little
in that
sparring match.
one
The
and
weapons were
let
even
go of his
blunted
weapons.
with magic. Yeah, their weapons were blunted with magic, and Fanged had a natural 1. So we decided in the next campaign something would happen. I had to roll for it, and I rolled for it that day, and what it was Lorcan was safe. Lorcan didn't get hit, but it whizzed past their head, crashed through the wooden barrier of the town,
when the DM makes you roll for gently tapping on someone's face to wake them up, and you roll a natural 1 and bitch slap them into next week.
What level are you guys now?
We are level
level
3,
three,
believe it or not.
Yeah, 3s or 4s.
You bitch slap them through the 9 hells.
That was at level 1.
I'm level 3.
Level 1.
3.
Alright.
3.
Those are 2 level
Yeah, you're the level 1, but...
Hold on, it's on my camera. There you go.
But actually, that's not unheard of. I have had
also
DMs
need to do
where
a recap
characters
due to the
become so
last
ridiculously
episode
powerful
last
they
time.
had to be careful with their strength.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
From the very
So when they tried
beginning,
to do
we
something
had
gently, they would have to roll
the
to
fighter,
actually
the
be careful.
cleric, and the dragonborn meet in the very beginning.
They failed quite a
Which in
few
the
of them.
process, not much happened besides some item purchasing and a little bit of story details. But how they've managed to get to the next realm is the cleric, with ring in hand, accidentally said the phrase and ended up disoriented and in a river.
Oof.
I tell you, I hate gravity.
It did. And the Dragonborn had a superhero landing, basically, and cracked the very stone beneath them on impact.
It's very tough on the knees.
Yeah.
Osteoporosis.
Yeah, and during the whole thing where the Dragonborn set up their forge for a while, the other two decided to do the sparring match. Which is when the Tiefling and Aarakocra came to witness the mass destruction of the Nico's new weapons.
Yeah.
Which luckily, the house was to be torn down anyways, and the rubble was supposed to be used to fix that last part of the wall that happened to get broken. So they were in the clear. And saved the workers a lot of work. But the one who employed them has told them that people had disappeared, and they were the only ones that could remember them. So slowly they started to learn it was a false Hydra. And during their little investigation, they found in both the old woman's house and the old man's house secret compartments that led deeper. As both of them used to be old adventurers and hid a lot of their gear that they had collected over the years. Which, of course, Lorcan failed to notice the floors were falling apart in one of the houses and landed back first onto the stone floor. Then being unconscious for a day. And through the whole process, the rest of the characters decided to explore the caverns. They found some glowing gems, some books, a lot of gear, and a few magical chests, which now the Aarakocra has. Which is the chest of time, where the gold will turn into sand if it is removed from the chest. A chest of frozen time, which means the gold is stuck in there for all eternity. There's also the chest of gambling, which any gold that removed, or any gold that is removed can either have a chance of increasing it or decreasing it. All in the luck. Then they also have the chests of the void. The front opened will be sucked inside.
Yeah. That frozen time one, we need to find a magic user, a better one than me.
And a better one than
well, then they could know the
blast it
spell
with fire?
De-spell, which would actually get rid of all the magic on it.
Yeah.
And through the whole process,
not to be confused with counterspell, which stops a spell happening.
Another thing they found was from the fighter. They found a crossbow of dragon teeth, which any dragon tooth that is launched into it will have a special effect when it is fired. But now that item is currently being repaired.
Yes.
But the fighter also finds a mysterious little second cavern and gets their shins and thighs taken out by little fetus skeletons.
Of course you have to
with
bring
rusty
that
pickaxes.
up.
Yes. Have to recap everything from beginning to end.
Yeah. Makes sense because we have new.
But after the short fight, since the new short fight ended, they had to face the Tunneler Mother, which was a bone abomination. And that fight didn't take too long, but it was a little tough. And in return, they each found their own little room for specific items, which the Aarakocra fell into a couple and ended up back at the entrance of the cavern twice. And that's where one of them found the chest of the Void, which had the old man, one of the people who was forgotten. And they almost lost the Dragonborn to it.
Yeah.
But after that, they decided to dig through the pile of ores and gemstones. And inside, they found many different kinds, along with some mixed ones. And the deeper they went, the bigger the ores got. The fighter, who kept searching, found Starlight Ore and Void Onyx. Both of them being as big and as wide as the Nico. So it was giant spheres of them. So now the Dragonborn and the Nico will have a lot of work to do on those.
Yeah.
But it is going to be very good by the end. Which actually reminds me, I need to check one little thing. Okay, chaotic neutral. Chaotic good, so that one's not going to be able to get anything from the void.
Fair enough.
Oh, Ace, you haven't put your alignment yet. You didn't put your alignment.
I think
Currently
I'm chaotic
online.
neutral, aren't I?
Ah. Yeah, you're chaotic neutral.
Yeah, I'm chaotic good.
Yeah, chaotic good. So that means you actually no, it was.
I don't think I've done anything either lawful or chaotic enough to justify it.
Yeah.
Let's go true neutral then.
I just had to check
Or
because
anything
chaotic
particularly
neutral will be
neutral
able to
for
get
that
from
matter.
both. Chaotic good means they can't have anything.
Neither have
from
I done anything good or
void
evil
onyx.
to any extent.
That's going to be interesting. But to go on, they went into the next.
So I think I just sit at true
underneath
neutral
you.
for the moment.
Okay. But they decided to go into the next cavern. Well, of course, the Aarakocra and Tiefling decided to have a feast with the Lord of the Land. So they had a good merry time, drinking, eating, watching all the jesters and bards. Well, the Dragonborn, the fighter, and the cleric had to face some plague rats. Which in turn, the fighter was blinded, and then had the ability to
DDT.
see the dead.
Hooray, that was not fun, especially with how many there were.
Yeah, the entire room, wall to wall, floor to ceiling, was full. The entire dome.
You know, I actually have a quick question about that. Since that's done and gone with, and we won't be dealing with that again, hopefully. What would have happened if Lorcan here did what he wanted to do with that one thing to 30 feet?
You would have to face all those ghosts, and there was over 100.
Because
Because those things were restless and had died there long ago, and slowly went crazy, trapped in that cavern.
I see. I can hear squirrels on the roof.
And finally, we ended up back in town, paid with the souls, as currency is no longer gold or silver or any of that. It is a grade of soul. Which is slightly odd, because the Arakakra has some chests that have different magically infused gold coins.
Mm-hmm.
But it also does work with the currency of this world with gambling. And that leads us to where we are now. Rested after the long night of partying. And currently a little work. So, who wants to go first?
I mean, we could always roll for it.
Seeing outside.
Yeah.
We could.
Yeah. How many of us
It'll
is
be
there?
between
1, 2, 3,
you
4.
four.
Just roll the d4.
Yeah.
Whoever gets the highest.
Just
Natural 20, of course.
4.
So
got a
4.
Roll the
I got a
D20.
2.
4. Or not 2. I thought it was 4.
Okay,
4.
then 2
God,
gonna have to go
motherfucker!
again.
Okay, so yeah, the D4 would be the light blue dice.
Yeah. If you get a 2, I get to roll
There we
again.
go.
We all have to roll again if you get a d2.
Light
No,
blue.
you have to click it.
That's
That's
the
purple.
No, that's the purple. That's
no.
purple.
Yeah.
God.
Blue.
The one that
the triangle.
Yeah, the one that looks like a triangle.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that one.
The
It looked, I
four-sided
had
dice.
I had it weird to where it actually did look like a triangle.
Yeah, that happens.
1. Okay.
Okay, so he goes last.
Okay.
Yeah, so these two have to
So
re-roll.
you would go last, you would go second.
They have to re-roll.
Motherfucker!
Motherfucker!
2,
Okay, so
What
2.
the fuck? 3.
3.
Fuck.
Okay.
Okay,
Son
so
of
Lorcan.
one-
Wait, then who goes
Since
between
you
me
had
and him?
2
Because I
first, you
got
go-
2.
You had it
Is it gonna be
first, so
them?
you'd go before A's. Yeah, you'd go before
First,
A's.
I also
A's
rolled a
goes for-
3 and a 4 before that too.
Yeah. So is it
Yeah.
going to be Lorcan, Ace, me, and Boat?
Yeah,
No,
that
no,
would
no.
be the...
It'd go
the set.
Lorcan, you, Ace, and then them.
But he rolled the
Whatever.
4, which caused the re-roll.
Yeah. So
Well, yeah.
I'd
so
say...
yeah, it'd go that way.
Okay. So what's Lorcan
Five.
doing?
No, I am unfazed at where I go, to be fair.
I mean, you're just kind of.
I'm quite-
Until
looking-
something terribly important happens, there's not much I can do other than go shopping and shit.
Well, I'm gonna leave my book pertaining towards
With the tiefling, and that'll be something they
Yeah.
can work in when they come back.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I will head outside towards the forge.
Move the tiefling over here.
Okay, so
we
that
don't
would
see-
lead over to
Well, that
Yeah.
solves a few problems, actually, because that was something I was meaning to do.
have her work with
Um,
one of the books.
Because I have
and-
that material,
What do they
Oh,
do?
yeah.
Then that's
the
my
weird
first
wood
question.
material.
Well, they're on the axes right now. The one that Fanged had paid for, but still required some work.
Yeah,
As if anything uses them, it'll burn the user as well.
I got burned.
Yeah.
So, thanks. What are you busy with?
Just trying to fix these axes and currently trying to think of things to do with these ores that I found after fighting that giant bone thing.
What ores did you have again?
It was
Something-
the Starlight Ore and the Onyx, or the Void Onyx. So basically,
Yes.
one of them was a bright ore, the other one was a dark gem.
Indeed.
Turns out I was mistaken, by the way, Kosha.
Didn't you also have like
Druids
a
can't use metal
golden
armor,
one
it's not
mixed
wood
with
armor, it's
something
metal.
else?
Do what?
Don't you also have ore that's
Yeah, you can't use metal, but
gold
the
ore
ore you
mixed with
have
something
is
else?
not metal. It's
Yes, I
actually
have a lot
wood.
of mixed ore, actually.
Yeah.
I think all of us
It's
do.
kind of like an
So I was
iron
going to go
wood.
find our resident blacksmith for that.
Yeah, and then you also.
What is it? All of this gold?
I think someone had some good quality leather on them. I don't remember who it was.
That would be me. I have the leather.
Okay, so you have the good leather. That would
Yeah,
be
I was going to
useful.
be trying making armor for the bird.
Yeah,
And
they
the rest
also
have wing holes.
Yeah, that or I can make the pants.
Okay, so since Lorcan's going to be with Fanged and the Dragonborn, next is on to Ace, because they're currently off in town.
Indeed.
Yeah, like I said, I would be heading that way as well because I'd be trying to get that bracer made.
Okay, so that'll take a little while as you've gone through quite a few of the stores. So that would actually be onto the new player, which hasn't had their prologue yet, meeting the Lord.
No.
It's not scary, it's not terrifying. Basically all it is he's offering you a job.
Oh, that ought to be fun. Just see a short, stacked, 5'6" female paladin that could somehow
shorter
already
than
lift
the
600 pounds.
I'm
Oh
in
yeah.
the short stack. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
they're 5'4" over there.
Yeah, I'm 5'4".
It's funny because
they're
it's just a
carrying-
magic man who suddenly
I
appears
wouldn't laugh at
wherever
them. They're
you're doing
carrying
whatever you're doing.
10'8" great axe.
True.
They're carrying a
He
giant
just turns
great
up.
axe.
Wait until I find a giant great sword.
I'm
I
pretty
mean,
sure
I
I
wouldn't
might
be
have
opposed
some.
to finding one. You could. You haven't looked through all the other weapons. You just
Yeah.
gathered them up.
Yeah, I just gathered them.
They're carrying a pouch.
Like I have a whole arsenal in my
hang about.
in room.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll actually let you decide where you want to begin.
Right towards chaotic.
Huh.
Huh, okay, there's the Laura and Arrow Cockras.
Hey,
Apparently I
and we
should
have
be
a
chaotic good.
river they can fall in if they feel like Lorcan.
If they do fall in like that, then it's
Look at
gonna
me.
be already funny.
Look at me. Not all holy persons are the
So what
same.
options do I have? Where is the main place everybody
Look,
starts off?
all I'm going to
Well-
say, as long as they don't smell like wet dog like
Actually,
you did.
they
we're
started
fine.
off
Use
mostly
this.
different.
Off.
One of them was in an
Okay.
entirely different kingdom as an apprentice in the middle of a war room. Those two were in the barracks. The Arakakra was over in their domain, so their little home away from home. And the Dragonborn was just traveling.
Where's the bar?
So you can you're gonna be at the bar.
I'm gonna be at the bar. If a
Fascinating.
you're
fight
at the
starts
bar.
happening, someone's getting fucked.
So you're off in your hometown after a long day of work and decide to have a good drink. You've been there a while, tossed a couple back, as this Rico fellow starts to approach you. He looks almost as delicate as a flower, but the presence of him was really, really intimidating. As he was adorned in silk robes and gold ornaments. But they're approaching you.
There, I fixed it.
Okay. How will you react?
I simply watch him, studying him as he walks close, looking him up and down. And
There's
if
no malice
possible-
intent in their walk. You go ahead.
And I wanted to ask: is there a sort of insignia on his attire, in any
There-
way, shape, or form?
There is, but it's not familiar. But they have no malice in the way they're walking, the way they're moving. As he simply introduces himself as a lord of his own land, off far away, and asks you if you have any time to help him with a little quest.
What would this quest be, and how much will I be gaining from it?
Well, the amount he says is about 5 to 10,000 per person. And the other people that have been helping him already have already found one of them. So currently you'd get about 10 to 20,000 in advance.
Consider my services yours.
He thanks you and offers you a small golden ring and says, wear this ring around midnight and say, homeward bound, and you shall appear at the gate of my village.
Understood.
And as he walks away, he sort of fades into a glimmer.
This man out here didn't even know me for 5 whole minutes, and here he put a ring on his finger. Take notes, boys. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
Find a broad at the bar.
You forget, that's what he did with 5 other people. I am so surprised
not a single one of us has decided to brutally attack this man who just suddenly appeared in front of us.
Yeah, which is surprising because one of them was in the air with the Arakakra with the strange invention, appeared in the barracks with those two, came up to the Dragonborn on the road. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's amazing how it's amazing how this guy has not been killed while talking to so many adventurers. Normally, adventurers are unstable people, very highly volatile people.
I mean, us two have issues. We're soldiers. We know how to. What's it called? Keep cool.
Yes.
Yes. No, I would have kicked the absolute shit out of him if I wasn't busy flying.
But he has put a ring on 6 people now. One of them in the air, 2 of them in the barracks, one of them outside of a meeting of war, and another one on the random road, and then the 6th one in the bar. But yes, you have a bit of time before, well, you have to make the journey. You can do whatever you want at this point. Whether go buy items or just rest it out.
I might rest it. I'm gonna go rest it out.
Okay.
You don't want to hang over when
so
you first
come. So you take a nice, good rest, and midnight is slowly approaching.
Mm-hmm.
As just murders a child before he departs.
The nobleman had told you start to echo in your mind.
I go ahead and look at the finger as it lays on my hand, on my finger, and I close my fist. And I'm not real good with I get motion sickness real easily, especially with magical shit. It's so fucking annoying. I clench my eye, I close my eyes, and I simply say, "Homeward bound."
As your body starts to get pulled into the void, roll a acrobatics check for me real quick.
Motherfucker closed his eyes.
Yes, but he's still gonna have to roll it for the motion.
And the landing, won't he?
Because, yeah, the landing's gonna be the
he's not landing safely. He doesn't see what he's doing.
Yeah, your acrobatics would be a plus...
Plus, I got an 18.
You have an 18. You feel nothing at all. It feels as if you're still sitting on your bed.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. I did not want to have to.
Yes, but now roll a second one for the landing.
Okay.
1. Oh.
15.
If it was a natural 1, they're going face first into the concrete.
Right here. The one is right here.
Yeah, the one's over here on this side, too. It's right next to it. But yeah, you land perfectly fine. Just outside of the gate. As the guards are already there to welcome you in and take you to greet the other adventurers at the inn. Or just behind it in the clearing. So now, everyone's together.
Even Bird? Bird made it?
Yep, even the bird made it.
Oh,
Just
Bird
before the Helen made. So now the Dragonborn's kind of looking over the new person, and
Who dat?
I look over at Ace. I looked over at you as you made that face. As I was about to start saying, he was going to ask which one of you is going to talk first. Because you all want something, of course.
Oh, hello.
Get over here.
Wait, what's his racing class?
They are
human variant.
Yeah, human paladin.
Yep.
Interesting.
So you're the only human in this party.
Hey,
Who's the
listen,
head
I
of
like being,
in the shiny shinies?
I like being in the minorities. We're all minorities here.
Who's the headless monkey in the shiny shinies?
We have the Ara Wolf, the Nico, the Aarakocra. We have a Tiefling. Then we have the Dragonborn that's there to help.
Into this.
I didn't. I said who's the headless monkey in the shiny shinies.
I thought you said shortest.
Yeah, Fig was about to go gigantification on you.
No, it's just a shaved monkey in all the shiny.
What race is he again?
Aarakocra.
They're the Aarakocra. They're basically
big, tall, white bird person.
No. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do when they say that. I'm gonna go ahead and order me some scrambled egg, and I'm gonna look at them. Never losing eye contact. I'm gonna pick the plate up, slowly start eating the eggs.
I'm familiar with people eating eggs.
I'm tempted to.
I'm tempted to roll for intimidation for that.
Why would I be intimidated by you eating eggs? Birds eat eggs.
Yeah, some of them actually do.
Listen here, Tweety.
Especially when Aarakocrans are mostly eagle-based.
Well, it depends. So here's what I say after I eat my eggs. I look at him. I look at the Tweety bird, and I said, depends. Who's the giant big bird that has words too big for its beak?
That was the best you could come up with, huh? Tweet off down at your service.
Poppy, not yours.
Yeah. While they are having the little fight, I'm gonna go over to the tools of the Dragonborn and I'm gonna cast ceremony on them to bless them.
That was banter.
That was light banter. You want to see Poppy fight? Give her some fucking alcohol beverages, and she will. You'll just see a tiny redheaded kid in full armor just jumping off a table into a random.
Oh my god!
We've already got one alcoholic. We don't need another.
Too bad.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, because that one was out cold for most of the morning.
Yeah.
Because they talked back a lot.
There might they still have my IRL shot of whiskey. I just need some fucking coke now.
Fascinating.
Thanks. Is it alright if I use some of your what is it? Your starlight metal for a project? Because I wish to perhaps get a better.
With what I'm wanting to do with it, there should be some extra, shouldn't there?
There will be enough for the entire party, as this thing is a giant sphere in a diameter of your height. So it's 5'8" or 5'4", all around. So if you use it right, you can make a few weapons, good amount of armor.
Right, then yeah, sure.
And even some extra with the gem. And that gem is going to be pretty interesting once it's turned into weapons.
And that actually reminds me, because I'm wanting to make war axes with these. Am I able to mix the two for that?
You could. either have you can have two different kinds. A gemstone axe with a handle, or an axe with the gemstone handle. Both of them would have different effects, too.
I mean, if I've got enough, I'll probably just do one of each then. For variety.
You could, and there would still be enough for armor and weapons for everyone.
Then I'll just focus on that, because I do have my bracers now.
Yeah, your bracers are actually starting to get a little tough. But yeah, Lorcan, what were you going to ask the Dragonborn?
Would it be possible to make a similar suit of armor that I'm wearing right now, but with the starlight and perhaps some of that mixed gold or as lining to help with lightning spells?
They definitely would be able to, but it still would take some time.
That's
as they also have
all
a couple of other projects on hand, which include the crossbow, the war axes for the Nico, and one other which they're not inclined to talk about.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'm taking it the Arakakra is going to ask to have that.
Yeah.
The wood
it's like, yeah, I can make me a bracer with that.
Yeah, the leather armor? The leather? Is it that?
No,
I've got this.
The Arakakra has
like
a piece of
weird wooden ore.
Yeah, wood ore.
Wood ore, okay.
So it's similar to an ore. It can be melted down and refined, but it's natural ore made from a tree. Which is surprising because it was in the pile from the Tunnel Mother. But yeah, they'd definitely be able to make something out of that. It shouldn't take as much time as the ore is a lot easier to melt.
Coincidentally, the bracer you were mentioning, does that classify as a shield or not?
It does not classify as a shield, because a shield would have to be wider than the arm. This one's going to be the same size as your arm.
I'm talking about stat-wise. Because shields give a +2 to AC.
It could be. Because it will be able to function as a shield, but it would have minimal area of defense. So you have to be really precise with your blocking.
Yeah.
Better hope for that level 100's armor status. Focuses every attack, just hits that.
Yeah, become a god. And
yeah, just start blocking.
Army fires a volley of arrows and I just fly over another army, blocking them all with my arm.
What kind of check would a smithing check be again? Make armor.
Smithing check would be a strength check.
Yo, I would be
some would be strength, others would be dexterity.
If you need help with the strength.
Yeah, I mean, is it strength or is it athletics? That's the question.
Well, for some checks it'd be strength, as if you're trying to hammer metal or something heavy like that, it'd be a strength check. If you're trying to do something fine, like sewing together some leather, it'd be a dexterity check.
I missed 3.5. That would have been such a way simpler answer because it would have been your craft skill.
So maybe
yeah, I missed that one. I actually have one of the ones that still has that over here.
I'm at least try and make a start to my armor
skill.
What was that?
And I'm gonna cast guidance on myself, and I'm at least going to try and make a start on my armor from the starlight at all.
Well, the Dragonborn is offering to make it for you because they've had experience working with metal like this one point. It's just going to still take time and energy, which is appropriate because this ore is very hard to come by. So once it's done, you will have something very, very good.
Yeah, but
Personally, that's what I was doing.
I
don't know how to do it. I'm asking the professional to do it for
yeah,
me.
that's the thing. But you've already got a lot
I mean,
like lined up
technically
in your
speaking,
queue,
the
so
professional and
I'm-
its new apprentice.
Yeah. Yeah, you
So I've been
fit. I
looking
have
to
apprentice
perhaps
to help me with some of those other projects, so those will go by faster.
Well, it gets
Because
even
they've already
better if the
currently helped.
professional's your friend, because then they don't charge you for it.
Yeah. The other ones were charged for because they had first met, but now that we're all on a team, anything the Dragonborn makes or repairs for you guys is going to be free of charge because they're going with you.
And anything that'll
mean,
help
here's the
Fang is
point-
going to be
as
learning
long
how
as
to
it
do
keeps
some of
us
this.
alive.
Yeah. Fang is learning to do some of this. They've already improved the axe a lot.
Still got burned by it though.
the reason I'm wanting to do it myself is because you've already got a shitload lined in the queue, so
Oh, damn.
to try and take some of the load off at the very least.
Yeah, the Dragonborn doesn't mind doing it and says they will be able to get to it.
Alright, then I'll let
That
you
way
do
it's not affecting you.
it. Is he right
guess-
now working on something?
Well, currently they were kind of fixing up the axis some more, trying to keep the runes from burning the user as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a cast guidance on the Dragonborn. So now he has a +4 to his ability checks.
Okay. I guess I'll just stay here.
Oh,
Yeah,
swapping my weapons for a quarter staff is such a smart move.
Yeah, but the Dragonborn will be able to work on that within.
I mean, if
Well,
the
whatever
Dragonborn
they're
wants, I
into
could get
it.
started on the
Oh
braces.
no, I was just saying
should
that
be
me
fairly
swapping
easy,
out my
shouldn't it?
weapons for a quarter staff was such a good move because I can use the shillelagh spell.
Yeah. But now the Arakakra, the cleric, and the paladin can go do what they want if they want to. Because now their day is free.
I'm just going to be sticking with the Dragonborn, helping get all these projects sorted out, knocked out, and all. So I'm gonna be busy.
Yeah, which actually they're missing the final string for that crossbow.
Oof.
That one's kind of a postponed project.
Yeah, that one's being. Yeah, that's on hold.
But you guys can do what you want.
No, I feel like we need to look into the other people's disappearances, but we don't have any other leads. Most we had was the chests, which somehow made one of them reappear. But in the wife's fucking basement, we found a world eater. Was it?
Yes,
Plains
you found a
Eater, I
world or plains eater.
They're
Something
nearby
that could have
forest.
ended the campaign in a moment. If it had escaped that chest, the campaign would have been over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go against my better judgment for once. Is there a nearby forest, Kosha?
There is.
I'm gonna go out looking for trouble.
Try and get more experience. Or are you just going to go fight? You can take these two if you want. Because one of them does need experience.
Yeah.
I'm actively going out to try and fight something in the wild.
I want to look at a bird and ask him, where are you going? Oh, this is my character talking to yours. Asking where are you going?
Oh.
Or what are you going to be doing?
Don't know. I'm feeling aggressive.
Want to go
Or
outside
perhaps
and fuck
pick
some
up
shit
a-
up?
Let's go fuck some shit up.
Let's go
As they
fuck
are
some shit up.
Okay,
saying
so
that,
those two are going to go have a couple encounters. You
Yeah,
joining them,
as-
Larkin?
I mean, yes, I am. But as they are saying that,
Come on.
I pat them both on the back, and I cast heat on the three of us. So add 5 HP to your max.
Oh, yeah, that actually
Cool.
reminds me. I know I'm probably not going to be doing much this time around, but
It just popped up saying it. You rolled a 5.
And keep checking my health. There we go. That's what I got.
Okay, and the Dragonborn's gonna. While you guys go off on your little adventure into the forest, the Dragonborn's gonna get back to work.
Yes, +4. Or plus D4.
I'm assuming you're Joshua
Which is
Valkyrie
actually
anyway.
7 plus.
Yeah,
What was it?
Valkyria. Joshua.
Not that one. Okay, 7 plus 4, that would be a 11. So, yeah, they only do a little bit of work.
Is it okay if I get started on the war axes with the metal and the, well, for the void ore or gemstone? I'll get started on that one.
Well, actually, for that, he doesn't have the right tools to work on them right now. So that's something that also is a problem.
Okay, so we can come back to that. So what is currently able to be worked on?
Well, currently there is the war axes, the crossbow, which requires another string, and then his secret little project, which was to face the false Hydra.
Okay. Then I guess I'll just keep working on the war axes then, just to help out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see how bad you do or how good you do with this one.
Please be good. Nope.
That's what. Just try out my shiny new stick.
Am I adding anything to this, or not that it matters?
It would be your strength.
Just +4, so only
which
7.
You have a. So you don't get burned again, but the axe does light up as it slips out of your hand. Now, are you guys going and looking for any particular trouble, or are you just going and exploring?
Oh, I'm going to the
Tweet's got a new beat stick.
If there's a notice spot, I'm going to the northern notice spot. That's where I'm going.
Yes?
Oh, no, you were thinking about what I was saying, so.
No, I was thinking about something else.
One moment.
Okay, yeah.